voice and my like cadence has suddenly changed for you guys, but that's the energy we're coming in with. So welcome back to the Sapphire Spider Oracle channel. If it's your first time being here, thank you so much. Mother Spider says hello. I'm going to get started with your full moon in Pisces reading. I've got a brand new golden Botticelli deck to play with, and I've got the Starseed Oracle here. So let's get started. Taurus is my moon sign. So I like to tap into your readings a lot and kind of see what's going on. I've been seeing a lot of bull symbolism around. Like I literally was driving down the road the other day and I saw a bull on like 5 different cars and stuff like that. So I have been kind of tapping into it a bit. All right, let's pull in off the top. Yes, ma'am, or sir, or whoever. Beautiful card. It says, called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Y'all, this Pisces full moon did not come to play. Did not come to play. Everyone's pile has been deep messages this time around, so it is bringing the game changers to you. Let's read the book on this one, because I don't know if I've actually pulled this card, but I'm loving the imagery here. Says, you came to Earth with a double mission, to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap, and consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. Place this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. All right. So, Taurus. I would say that you already know exactly what your reading's about to be about then, because if you are feeling called, then you're very much in tune with what this is pulling you to do. You are either being pulled towards some kind of, I would say like career change, moving, doing something that might seem very drastic to others, but you're very much on the verge of like something that you're really meant for, like it's going to be amazing, right? So there's something that you are very much tapping into, and let's find out. I'm gonna say, I would think you would be aware of what this is if it's calling to you already. So there's something here that is, like I said, pulling you in. All right. Let's hold on to this one for a minute. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Interesting. Hang on, give me another minute. Okay, so first impression, just like sitting with these cards, honestly, what's coming off of them, like together here at the same time, is it's like someone's trying to kneel down and give an offer, and yet this person is coming to like attack them and cut them down. And my eyes just kept going back and forth between these two. And part of it was kind of like giving me almost like peace offerings and wartime references. Like, it kind of gave me a little bit of the Peace Corps for some of you guys. Like, there was something there. It's about helping to like resolve conflicts is more specifically what I'm catching. There's something here about helping to resolve conflicts. So you're either being called to, I would say, be like a counselor, or like, right, there's something about like maybe being in the Peace Corps. There's definitely this energy with the Six of Pentacles of you giving to others. And I think it has something to do with conflict, because I couldn't take my eyes off of, it was just bouncing back and forth between these two. Like, is he going to go over here and like cut this person down as they're trying to give them the gift? Like, he doesn't even care that they're trying to give him a peace offering type deal. Like, there's something there about that, right? You're very concerned about the, I wouldn't say relationships right here. That's not the word. And I wouldn't just say like the politics between people. It's like socio-political, economic, ecological conflicts of peoples across the world. That's what I'm saying. This doesn't feel like one person versus one person. This feels like collectives of people. You're feeling called to give to people for sure. Now with a Knight of Swords, that's very much like about some truth. And that's what I mean. It's like you're wanting to go give other people what you feel is knowledge and wisdom and intellect. Like, it could even be a teacher vibe right here. You want to help clear the path for others. You want to be a way shower. Yeah, and especially with the Starseed Oracle, like if you're feeling this on a more spiritual tone, especially, this is like you want to be a way shower, someone that clears a path for others and leads the way in truth. And that's what you want to give to other people. But there's something, for some of you guys, this has to do with more what I would consider real world problems of wars and conflicts, not so much on the spiritual level of things, just focusing on like things happening in the world, current events, real world events, right? What's this third card down here? Ace of Wands. You've been very inspired. It's almost like, yeah, like an angel came down and like literally handed off the baton and was like, this is what you're meant to do. Here you go. Go on your way. And you like, it's like making it out like this woman is almost like fainting at it. It's like you, almost like you stumbled upon a personal epiphany and you're really like, oh, you're right. This is it. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be going to do. With the wands here, just gave me a little bit of Saint Teresa vibes. Saint Teresa, especially if you look at the statue, the ecstasy of Saint Teresa, it depicts her being pricked by an angel's spear tip, arrow tip. And that's very much how it's presenting, almost like these two fingers right here, or like the end of this wand, this flower there. It's like it pricks her heart and she has a spiritual awakening. And it's, you know, very divine and purging it all at the same time. So that's kind of the energy it's giving me off of this Ace of Wands. Like there's very much a moment of inspiration and clarity where you just feel like, right, the universe kind of touched down and gave you this wand, gave you the baton and was like, this is what you're supposed to do, right? Boom, there you go. That's what that energy is about there. That's what I mean. You know exactly what this is. And this feels like confirmation, like there is a spiritual nature behind it, even if it is more about real world topics, because you don't have the real world without the spirit world. It just doesn't work that way, right? Like they're very much intertwined. So if you were kind of doubting, like, is this part of my spiritual calling? Like, yes, it is, because that's what you're meant to do. I think I want 2 cards. Oh, okay, that one went back in the deck. I'm gonna get one more over here, one more over here, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck here in a moment. 7 of Pentacles. That's a beautiful card. It reminds me of Fantasia. Because there's a scene in Fantasia where all the little cherubs are like helping to mash the grapes and stuff. So it brought me Fantasia. So it was kind of saying how, like, this person's, like, always looking up. Because, like, it's always raining manna from the sky type deal. So even when... Because, like, a Seven of Pentacles energy isn't, like, woo, abundance. And it's not, like, relaxed without work. It's just kind of this in-between energy where you're kind of taking inventory and stock. You're still working. You're not quite at that payoff yet. Like, you're, you know... There's something there about that. And that's where it was giving me Fantasia, though. And that's something very uplifting, tapping into, like, inner child healing. And that's where it said, look up. So you're either looking up stuff, or it's telling you literally to look up. And that Fantasia reference in there is interesting. Look up something that makes you feel fantastic. Look up something that makes you feel more like a child again, I would say. And especially... That's the kind of energy it's bringing to you too with this inspiration. I think, okay, that's where it gets a little mixed up. It's like you were in this energy before, I would say. It's like things weren't terrible, but you just didn't feel like you were quite on your path. And it's like almost like in the back of her mind, she's thinking, you know what, I wish I could do this kind of work or this kind of service instead of this any day, because I gotta listen to this like kid squash grapes and talk to me all day or something like that, right? And so it's like, I'd much rather be up here doing this. Like, I want to be a way shower. I want to lead people. I want to clear the path for others. I got things to say, things I want to teach, things I know. That was your, in between there's your moment of inspiration. Things touch down. It's like, yes, this is what you're meant to do, right? There's your path. Woo, boom. So then what's this card? The Hermit. The Hermit. The way he's leaning and looking over at her, and it kind of echoes the way she's leaning. The Hermit will, like, go on a retreat to really get in touch with themselves and some deep wisdom. Doesn't always have to be, again, the spiritual wisdom. It's all types of wisdom, right? That's why he secludes himself, so that he can be unbothered and he can be focused and he can study what he wants to study on his time. And that's what makes him so knowledgeable at what he does, and which is just basically being like a walking encyclopedia. Like, it's like showing me this book right here. I think, and especially I was saying, you're being called. So some of you guys are being called to go on a retreat. As I was saying, there's a journey for some of you guys, like the Peace Corps, going on a retreat, going out there on a mission, perhaps, like literally like a church mission or something along those lines. Like, you're very much feeling called in that way to go do this. And I don't think you're going completely alone. I just feel like it's very much for yourself and for your energy and for your wisdom and your personal growth. And you know what? Sometimes we really need that. Like, I'm an artist, so you can take like artist retreats and stuff like that. Like, there's something there that you really want or need, and you just want to focus on it on yourself. Anything else want to come out for this Taurus reading? There we go. Six of Cups. Yeah, this is something that's going to, it said, greatly or deeply impact your soul. I feel like this is not a person. I feel like this is an event and a place and things like that for you right here. It feels like a reunion with yourself. And I was talking about Fantasia. It's reunion with your inner child. It's reunion with yourself. It's reunion with who you truly are at your core being, because that's the path you were meant to be on all this time. These are the things you were meant to do all this time. That's why you're feeling called. You might need to take a retreat to kind of sort all this out for yourself, but I think you already know what this is, Taurus. And yes, like, you do this and it's like you just know that's where you belong and that's where you're supposed to be, and that's the stuff you're supposed to do. That's the reunion of self that you really feel coming off this card. And that's what I'm sensing out of your reading right here. think you're very much meant to do this, for sure. Very much meant to do this, and you might have to do some things alone, but it is for your own soul growth, and I think you're ready for it, and you feel the calm, so follow it, okay? Bottom line, follow it. It's going to be gloriously rewarding for you. All right. That's what I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the next reading. Thank you.